Yeah, definitely. Obviously got tomorrow off to prepare for that, but I think yeah, today was a decent performance. I'm glad with the way I came out, especially in the first set. And then you know, the second set was a little bit up and down, a bit ropey, but tough conditions, and managed to come through and play well when I needed to. So looking forward to Wednesday.
What sort of mark out of 10 would you give that performance?
So I say that again.
What sort of mark out of 10 would you give that performance, given how you played in the first round and the fact that you're coming back?
Definitely came out feeling better about my tennis, my body. You know what I kind of expected and said the other day. Like, each time I come out and give myself the opportunity to play, I'll be good. I think the first set was very high, probably like a 8. I think the second set was, you know, probably more like a 4. You know, I was very up and down. Managed to sort of get through on a bit of grit and playing brave tennis, especially when I needed to at 5-all, I think. But that's the sort of thing I'm looking for. I'm looking to be consistent throughout the whole match, and I think that will come the more I play. Yeah, I feel great. Honestly, I feel really good. You know, I think it was probably a good thing in Dubai that I played a couple of matches and maybe not more than that, because sort of got me back used to competing, but didn't spike my load too much. And I think I was able to come here, week of training, and good to play a 3-set match, maybe first round to get more time on court. And obviously each day I'm practicing as well, so it's not like I'm playing every day. So I feel really, really good. I'm looking forward to just building some momentum with that.
Could you just talk a bit? Try that one again. Can you just talk a little bit about the challenge of playing Novak, and have you seen much of his matches so far?
No, I haven't really seen much of him play here, but I know what to expect from Novak. I've been watching him since I was young. He's, you know, obviously I think the greatest tennis player of all time, in my opinion. You know, his mentality and just his level of tennis is always incredibly high. So I'm gonna have to play really well and take my chances. But more than anything, just very grateful to not only be out here, but to be having the opportunity to play against these guys and keep on improving my level and giving myself another chance to compete on the stages I want to be at. Yeah.
Nada from Serbian Media. Congratulations on your victory. And what you were out of tennis, unfortunately, due to injury last year. What did you do other than, like, what were your interests, activities, since you were not able to be in tennis so much?
Yeah, no, I think it's it's obviously difficult because it's an individual sport and spend our lives on the road and sort of being away from family, and you kind of living life out of a suitcase at 100 miles an hour, and you sort of don't stop to think about doing normal things. And so when I was injured, I definitely went away a couple of times. Went on a holiday for the first time in I think like 8 years. So that was interesting, and I think it was difficult because I was constantly training through my injury period, because if you take too much time out in tennis, you'll just completely decondition, and then it will be really hard to come back. So I was kind of training through it, to be honest. I was working hard still. Obviously, being at home, being surrounded by family is something that I never get to do usually. So that was really nice, and spent a lot of time in the UK as well. Love the UK, so it was nice to be there as well. But nothing crazy, to be honest. It was just day in, day out trying to get my arm back to where it needed to be, and I never knew when I was going to be able to get back on court again and be strong. But I knew that I had to work pretty hard consistently.
Jack, with this tournament, feels like you and Artefisi both come back similar times, similar length layoffs, and both going well here. Just wondered, like, have you spoken to him much? I've seen there was some footage of you guys sort of, I think it was chatting on court. Yeah, just wondered if you close with him, if you talked about your recoveries and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I spoke to him in the change room. He asked how I was, and I said I'm good, and we were laughing about how much sort of time we'd missed almost. It's been, I think he probably longer than me actually. But both of our injuries obviously very similar, bone injuries, and we were just laughing because they're nasty. They're nasty injuries. Like, they're not easy. It's not like a pulled muscle where you know you're going to be back. It's a long process, and I didn't go into the details with him, but I can imagine he was on the same kind of trajectory of difficult times as I was, because I know the process with the bone injuries, and they're long and hard. So I have a lot of respect for Arthur. I think he's an amazing player. Pretty impressive the way he's sort of come back as well, and he's winning lots of matches, final at Doha, and doing well here. So I wish him all the best, and he's a good lad here. Yeah, I do like to watch him. I think he's got a lot of flair about him. I think he's got a really good attitude. He's shows a lot of energy. He's like gritty, obviously. Like he competes hard, and yeah, I think it's good, for French tennis that they've got a player like him for sure. Thank you. Yo.